Working late at the office conference. Don't wait up tonight. That's what her text said. Casual, precise, rehearsed. I stared at it for a long time, the blue light of the screen flickering against the whiskey in my glass. My thumb hovered for a second, then I typed 6 words. Hope you and Jake from accounting enjoy the presentation. Sent. I didn't expect a reply. I didn't need one. Because 20 minutes later, I heard the sound of keys rattling at the front door. Frantic, trembling, like they were trying to unlock a burning building. She came in breathless. Hair damp from rain, mascara smudged just enough to look like guilt trying to hide behind innocence. "Hey," she said softly, pretending to be casual. "You're up." I looked at her over the rim of my glass. "Yeah," I said, "couldn't sleep." She stood there, motionless, scanning my face for clues. Then her phone buzzed in her purse. Once. Twice. She didn't move to answer. And that was all the confirmation I needed. We'd been married 8 years. 8 years of routine kisses, recycled arguments, and the slow erosion that comes when you mistake comfort for love. But I wasn't blind, not anymore. It started 3 months ago. The late-night texts she'd angle away from me, the perfume she never used before, the laughter that sounded rehearsed when she said his name. Jake from accounting. He'd been to our house once, dinner, charming smile, harmless jokes. He'd shaken my hand like a man shaking his own alibi. After that night, her overtime started. Most men in my place would have confronted her, screamed, thrown things. Not me. Anger is loud, revenge is quiet. So I watched, waited, collected. I installed a tracking app on the shared tablet she forgot to log out of. Synced her email backups to my private server. Within a week, I had her itinerary memorized, down to the fake meeting names she used when she was really at Jake's apartment. Every lie she told me built another brick in my wall of calm. Because the more I knew, the less power she had. The night before that conference, I moved my final piece into place. I forwarded every compromising email, every time-stamped message, every photo she thought she'd hidden, to the company's HR department, from her own account. And because Jake was her superior, that was all it took. By morning, they'd both be called in for a discussion. She didn't know yet, but she would. When she got home that night, soaked from rain and shaking from panic, she tried to play normal. Told me she was tired, that she'd grab a quick shower. I nodded, watched her disappear down the hall. The sound of running water filled the silence between us, like the house itself was holding its breath. When she came back out, she looked smaller, fragile, like guilt had hollowed her out. She sat across from me, hands in her lap, twisting her wedding ring. "What did you mean by that text?" she finally asked. I took my time, set my glass down carefully. Exactly what it sounded like. Her voice cracked. "Are you accusing me of—" "I'm not accusing you," I said. "I'm confirming it." Her face went white. She tried to deny it at first, then justify it, then blame me. I didn't interrupt. I just watched the woman I once loved disassemble herself with words. When she finally stopped talking, I handed her a folder. Inside were printed copies of every email, every timestamp, every meeting schedule that didn't exist. Her hand shook as she turned the pages. "You went through your lies?" "Yeah," I said. "Somebody had to clean them up." She stood up, tears threatening but never falling. "You can't do this! You'll ruin my career!" I smiled. "Correction, you already did." She left that night. Didn't take much, just her purse and a coat. The next morning, my phone exploded with messages. From coworkers, mutual friends, whispers traveling faster than she could contain them. Apparently, HR had wasted no time. Jake had been suspended pending investigation. She'd been escorted out. I didn't say a word. Didn't even reply when she texted, "How could you?" Because the truth was simple. I didn't destroy her. I exposed her. A week later, I filed for divorce. The lawyer said she wouldn't contest it. Couldn't, not with the evidence. When the settlement came through, I kept the house, the accounts, the silence. She got her freedom, and a reputation that followed her like perfume. I never told anyone what really happened. Didn't need to. The story told itself. Sometimes I still see her name pop up on social media. A new city, a new job, that same forced smile. She looks lighter now. Maybe she thinks she escaped. But every time I see her face, I remember that night. Her keys shaking in the lock, her eyes wide with fear, realizing the walls she thought were hers had already closed in. I sip my drink, glance at my phone, and let the quiet satisfaction settle in. Because she thought she was clever enough to cheat. And I let her.